Do you realize that when you make art and film, that it is a snapshot of that culture, that society at that time? You realize that, right? There are things that I have learned about history because of the attempt to be accurate in the storytelling for fictional movies that I don't think I would have fully grasped sitting in a history class. You know, like as a kid. There's certain things. Like I remember, now, full disclosure, I've seen Gone with the Wind one time. And I accidentally stayed up till 4 a.m. the night before Thanksgiving because I always host when we still lived in St. Louis because it was on and I had never seen it. And Rhett Butler, he was a snack. So I'm just like, I'm going to stay up. I mean, my husband's snackier, but I'm just like, I'm going to stay up and I want Scarlett and Red to happen. And I love the fact that she was just unapologetic. She's what I would imagine Joan Rivers to be like in a different life. And I watched it and I was actually, and I realized that it was they tried to be in certain aspects. Of course, they try to play it up and things like that. But it's crazy to think that people lived like that, right? I mean, you're watching this story in the midst of this awfulness. And I wasn't going to start off talking about this, but I began thinking about it more and more throughout the morning. And I began thinking about Hattie McDaniel because she was the first black actor to win an Oscar. And that was legendary. She won an award. She was so good that even during that era, she could not be denied. She was that good. And even if there were a bunch of racists on the Academy, they had to give her the award because there was just no denying how good she was. And she had like the best comedic timing with some of her facial expressions. And it's crazy because out of everybody in the movie, I remember Rhett and Scarlett her the most just because she filled every scene. And now HBO Max is like, well, we're going to pull this movie because everyone is a jackwagon. So we're going to pull this movie and we solved injustice, everybody. Good job. Yay! Paramount pulled Cops and Live PD. Guys, wait a minute. Do something for me. I want you to stop what you're doing and just sit or stand still. If you're driving a car, clearly do not stop that. Do you feel that? It's like this little gravitational pulse. That is all of the injustice in the world solved immediately. But we're not done rioting. Because why the hell didn't they do this earlier? If it was so simple as pulling some shows and films, why the hell didn't these people do this earlier? I mean, all of the injustice is going to be undone. All of the people wrongly killed will be reanimated and put back on Earth. I mean, that's the power of pulling all this stuff, right? I'm asking a question. You can't ask questions anymore. Everyone's supposed to be stupid. That's politically correct.